All right, we're just going to go live, and I'm not going to curse because I do want this to get out there, not for monetization purposes, but because, look, you guys all hate the boomers, and you all hate how you got screwed over with student loan debt. And regardless of your age or generation, millennial or not, can we just admit that sometimes colleges have screwed you over? And can we help out future generations of kids, from making equally bad mistakes? So this comes from our buddy Dre, Marine guy that is. Here's 2 new brave and stunning degrees people go for into debt for. And it is from Sam Houston State University, a bachelor's degree in victim studies, and then also a bachelor's degree, a master's of science in victim services management. Now, look, how do I implore? Let me point out, draw a different parallel, and then we'll draw from that, and maybe you guys can understand my point. Let us take Chicano American studies or women's studies or African American studies or any trait person studies. Doesn't matter what, as long as you're not white or male. That's a college degree. Think about it logically. Even if you happen, let's say African American studies, let's say you happen to be black. What exactly does you spending 4 years of your life and $75,000 on a degree in African American studies get you? Now, you might have a bachelor's degree, and if you come from particularly a squalor background, I'm the first person to go to college. Yeah, okay. Are you done listening to poor people? Like your parents, like, I child went to college. Are your parents poor? They collect a government check. Do you want to be like them? All right, maybe you shouldn't listen to them. Maybe their standards are a little bit too low or delusional or completely off the mark. If you invest 4 years of your life and $75,000, whether it's your money or your parents' money, scholarship money, taxpayer, it doesn't matter. At the end of that, there should be a rate of return. You should be employable. You should be off making at least $25 an hour. But all these hyphenated American degrees and touchy-feely, twiddling down here degrees, they don't get you a job. And all they did was, 1, waste 4 years of your life, and 2, enrich a bunch of charlatans posing as professors, be it African-American studies. You want to talk about true Uncle Toms, look at African-American studies professors taking money from poor black kids. They're like, oh, I'm rich now, and you kids get your African-American studies degree. Right? Look at it. You're not going to, it's not only worthless, it's crippling you financially. And so instead of that, like, your 4 years could have been better spent like getting an accounting degree, getting an engineering degree, whatever else have you that actually has an employable prospect. And you all say, but yes, there's value unto that degree. No, there is no value financially unto that degree. There might be philosophical value, educational value, but here's the great thing, boys and girls. I'm going to free you more than Abraham Lincoln ever did. You could go to the library or the internet for free and get that education for free. That knowledge is not like, professors in universities might charge you $300 a credit, but the library won't. The internet won't. You can learn that exact same philosophy, have that exact same education, probably better because you're not dicking around with all these other liberal arts prereqs you got, a bachelor's degree, with no employable skills afterward. And so I just want to point out Sam Houston University. This is appalling. This should be insulting to everybody, where they have a master's of science in victim services management. And then the other one is a degree in victim studies. Now, the people I'm trying to reach out to do not agree with me politically. I'm sure we're on opposite ends of the political spectrum. But you don't need a degree in victim management studies to go and be essentially an activist, a protester. a nonprofit worker. And when I'm trying to, not expecting to all become Reaganauts here anytime soon, but I'm trying to point out that maybe the people that claim to be on your side, like the professors and teachers and universities and academics that claim, look, a master's degree in victim studies, maybe they're not your friends. Because as much as you might hate me, Mr. White Man over here, I ain't asking for your money. I am certainly not charging you $400 of credit or saying, hey, you got to buy my book for $300 to get this degree. I am not trying to sell you crap. About the only thing that I try to sell you is maybe my books and my seminar on minimalism, which is probably going to be released again in May, which I charge $500 for on one. But, forget financial management and all that. You guys can like. But for those of you going to Sam Houston University or considering attending Sam Houston University, no matter what the program, the fact that Sam Houston University is offering degrees in the charlatan BS should like scare you away. This school should be shut down tomorrow. And even though the evil white maybe you ought to listen to me and maybe you ought to not attend this school. Because if this school, if the management and administration of this school is offering degrees like this that are simply going to impoverish disproportionately minority people, women too, by the way, if you consider them minorities, you may want to question the entire academic offerings of this school. This is a scam school. Certainly these are scam degrees. I'd love anybody from Sam Houston University. How dare you use that man's name? Come talk to me. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I love to see you defend this. But for most of you, please just do not realize what they're doing. They're trying to take your money. It's not even your money. They're like, oh yeah, the government's going to give us the money. Like, you understand how it works, right? The government lends you money, right? You sign up for any FAFSA. You give that money to these professors and teachers. They run off and buy Lexuses and fancy homes with, and like, I can't believe we pay, these kids are like paying us for a victim studies degree. You get this worthless piece of paper, and guess who's on the hook for $150,000? You. So, I mean, by God, please go study this stuff for free. But don't subscribe. Please, God, there should be nobody attending this class. Nobody should be in these programs. All right, that's it. Yeah, Black Ninja, gotta be. I'm not into the butts. Not into the butts. Can't get into the butts. I'm a tight ass man. They got to back up into that. That's what they got to back up into. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.